Hey guys, Plain and Simple Man here, and today I want to talk about the evolution of a YouTube channel when it comes to the video game genre. And mostly I'm talking about the smaller channels, like mine, and for some of you guys out there as well. This video is an answer to one of my friends, Steve, when he asked, Plain and Simple Man, how do we compete with the bigger channels out there? Well, that's a hard question to answer, Steve, but let me tell you how I see it. Now, as we start out our YouTube channels, we all have this vision of being the next big YouTuber, right? We've all been there. I'm still there. We want to be the next PewDiePie, the next Drifter, the next T Martin, the next Allier, because these guys are huge and they have an army of followers. We want to be just like them. Every video we upload, every time we get a view, every time we get a new subscriber, we slowly start to see the foundation of our channels being built right before our eyes. It's exciting at times and disappointing as well, and I know some of you are nodding right now. Amen, Plain and Simple Man. I hear you, man with the bag on his head. Preach on. Having a YouTube channel is like being a dad in many ways, because the first time your kid says its first word, it's like we got our 100th subscriber. When your kid starts to walk on their own, it's like our 200th subscriber. You see what I'm getting at, guys? Our channel is our baby, and we want to see it grow. We want to see it flourish, and when it gets big enough, it's almost self-sufficient, much like an adult. I see a pattern with the gaming genre, however, when it comes to YouTube channels, and I'm sure some of you guys will agree with me. When a game, for example, is coming out, we all prepare ourselves for what type of video we're going to make. What should we talk about? Will another YouTuber cover it? What will the popular YouTubers talk about? And so on and so forth. But the big YouTube channels are all over it by now. Before any one of us small channels can even finish making a thumbnail, they've already got 2 videos in the bag with early footage and early access right at the game developer's facility. You can't really compete with that, guys, and that's a tough act to follow for many of us, right? It's like when a news reporter goes to get the big story of the day with a big celebrity, and they're pushing and shoving it, and everybody's jockeying for a position to be the first to get the breaking sound clip, while the smaller reporters are standing in the back completely under the radar, just hoping to get noticed, much like a small YouTube channel. Understand the analogy? And that's the nature of the beast. The big channels have been through it too. As a small channel, is this the best strategy for success? To jump on a story right away, or maybe just step back and do something a little bit different that nobody else does, and try to get views and subscribers that way? Well, I'm not really sure, but from my point of view at least, it seems like the target audience will be preoccupied watching the bigger channels. Maybe, maybe not. But looking at Twitter feeds, YouTube feeds, and seeing the trends, it seems to lean that way, at least early on when a story is fresh. As an example, when Destiny dropped early in the week, there were videos galore and they came out all over YouTube. The big channels were trending because everybody wanted to see and hear what the big YouTubers had to say. There were Destiny unboxing videos, standing in line videos at GameStop, early gameplay videos, favorite gun videos, you name it. There were so many videos, it was crazy. So finding a video from a small channel this early might be equivalent to trying to find a needle in a haystack. So to answer your question, Steve, I really don't have a definitive answer. I don't have the best method when it comes to strategy either, and that's probably not the answer that you're looking for. Our channels are different. The content we upload is different, but in short, I personally try not to do what everybody else does. But that's just me. Is this the right approach to compete with big YouTubers? I really don't know, Steve, but instead of focusing on competing with them, learn from them and do what makes you happy at the end of the day, and hopefully everything else will fall into place. I hope I helped you out there with my answer, and maybe I helped somebody else out there along the way. I want to know what you guys think, though. Tell me your thoughts. Maybe we can learn from each other, and as always, guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and if you're hungry, eat something. I mean, it's not that complicated, guys. Go get something to eat. I'm Plain and Simple Man. Good night now. Thank you.